We all know what happens on Tuesdays. It is VRA time. Hello, Sir Dragon in chat. Welcome to the stream. Sir Dragon X. Yes. Welcome, everyone, to VRA Tuesdays. Took a 1 week break because of the subathon from last week, which is still being rendered in separate parts. So that's gonna be, that's gonna take a while to upload, but, yeah. Anyway, how are we out today? Hopefully you are doing good in these beautiful, 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 beautiful Tuesdays. Hello. It is I, the bird, here for more game death. Definitely not gonna suffer too much today. Hopefully not. But how is everyone in chat right now? Hopefully you're all doing good. A little bit tired, I will admit, on my end. Now that I had a very particularly busy day of work. Let's just say that it was a bit too chill. That's what happened when it's too chill. I just start going to sleep in the night before the stream happens. It's beautiful. Loving it. Anyway, let me start putting up some stuff here. So, this my custom music. Stop. Play the pre-made. There we go. Hey Junior. Hello. Welcome. So, let me quickly open the VRA webcam. So it's gonna be this Unity, but also this. Because I have two apps now. One for the settings, one for the webcam itself. You're gonna start off every stream with E from now on. It's like Dev starting every stream with the pet. Everyone has their morning. Even my morning when I come into a stream, I just see squawk. Every first stream I encounter is just squawk. To each their own. So opening two Unities at the moment. Bear with me. Might take a hot minute. Yeah, I've got some snackies with me. Because why not? Feeling like I ate a bunch of those recently. That one opened first. Interesting. Interesting. I was wondering if the photo light is there, but my internet got out halfway through. Aw, man. Unfortunate. We love internet. So, let me go to my app quick. So, the VRA cam. Yes, actually, I just realized. What I'm wearing right now is not the VRA webcam. This is not the theme to the stream. What am I gonna do? Yes. Yoink. Yes, you really thought you would escape me and let me assert my dominance. Actually, let me fix this quick. So it's set to VR, yeah, it's set to VR. I think it's gonna break the whole thing. Yep, well then. But never mind. Actually, no, it's wet. Okay, well, I guess my legs are broken now. Let me just quickly do. Aha. There you go, much better. much better. There we go. That's the better camera. much better camera. Alright, time for the VRA cam. Demonstrating what it supports. So I could use also this background, but let me just use, which one is it? This one? Yeah, this one's better, or this one? Or this one? Or this one? Or this one? I don't know at this point. I wonder, what should I wear? Should I wear this? Should I potentially wear the VRM version? Or should I potentially wear something else? Now that is the question. I've got the valleys. Yes, beautiful the valleys. I've got loads of things. Please help. I have too many avatars. Also, this is not following me well. Let me quickly just... Oh dear. There we go. Much better. much better. Also, is the music loud? Music looks loud. Oh, wait. Okay, my mic is too loud now. Okay, but I like that. Dash! Okay, that looks good. And maybe just a little bit lower. Much better. Anyway, yes. Yeah, I saw them in off topic. They look good. They're pretty nice. Anyway, so this app. Oh man, this beautiful app. Also, why can't I not control my gestures? Did I have a wrong one set? No, I was clicking the wrong button. Ah, interesting. But yeah, so the thing with the VRA cam. So this right here, which is in the corner. It is a webcam, and I have right now on top of the entire app. If you take a look. Yoink. On top of the entire app, I have the settings right there. Which makes sense. In some way. The little thing is, this is not the super ideal layout. There's not enough space. Like, you've only got horizontal, this is not optimal at all. So, I had also considered placing the cameras on top of each other. So it would be like top and bottom setup, and then on the side would be the settings. But then you would encounter the problem that you can't raise a window above a certain point. And especially knowing these are gonna be super high res, there wouldn't be a way to actually lower this or raise this higher. So that's why the horizontal layout is much better. Because you can scroll like this or like this, no limits. But I still wondered, I was gonna say last week, but it's not last week anymore. 2 weeks ago, the one before the subathon, I asked myself, is it possible that I could communicate between the two apps, like between one app and the other, using some kind of like protocol or some sort? So I found out that I could use TCP to actually communicate between two Unity apps, like using localhost. And I tested it, and it worked. So now I'm making a companion app that you can see in the background right there, which is gonna solve the UI layout issue for good. And that app could be open or closed at any time without closing the webcam itself. That's good. Yeah. I think at the end of last stream, yeah, I was trying to like plan my route using this little thingy-majig right here. Just clarifying out how are the messages are gonna look like, and then do a parser in both app that could parse those messages into stuff for like example changing a setting or something. So when the message gets received, it gets parsed and the code executes the proper action. So for example, I would send a message saying settings general and then just quality QLTI and then a number. I would parse, all right, settings, all right, so I want to access the settings thing. So then general, okay, I want to access the general. So then quality, all right, I want to change the quality settings. And then I know the next one is a number, so I parse it as an int or a float or whatever. And I get 5 gift of subs because I'm bad at code. I didn't know my quality settings would actually give me 5 subs. I typed 5, but for some reason it gifted 5 subs for no reason. How in the heck did that happen? No, really asking here. How did that happen? Anyway, Anonymous, thank you for your 5 gifted subs. Whoever you are out there. Now when I zoom back out, please zoom back out. Thank you. There we go. There we go. And congrats, Sky Penguin, Guinness, Raycon Dragon, Pyro's Fire Club, and Goompil. Oh, 10155. That's that code. And thank you, Anonymous, whoever you are, for gifting this. And the 5 subs. Tier 1 subs. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, so let me just retype this. Gift subs instead, because you know. But I think that's the code to actually gift subs instead. Nonetheless, if you want to go to quality, then the next one, it will know it's a number, so it's gonna parse it as an int, and then execute a quality setting function, which is gonna change the quality settings to whatever the number is inside the webcam. And that way it would be modular even, because then I could add more commands to each of the segments, and then more segments in the future. So, yeah. Hi, Brisk. And no. Welcome to Code Shenanigans. God also Unity. And also, I should mention, also, before I move on with this, I want to mention a little elephant in the room concerning the tracking stuff. So, the thing is, alright, the tracking right now is using a Vive tracker. Or whatever tracker you have, a Tundra tracker, a Vive tracker, 2.0, 3.0, 1.0 if you even have one of those anymore, or even a headset, or a controller, whatever, it can track those. But it's using SteamVR, using overlay, which, I mean, it works fine, like it works when the camera is working alone, because I noticed a slight issue. Very slight, it's super duper small, but actually no, there's 2 of them. First off, when running OpenXR, the webcam completely breaks the application that's run OpenXR. Example, I were to run Hyperbolica, which runs OpenXR. If I put the webcam, it breaks Hyperbolica, it just doesn't render anymore. And now same with Phasmophobia, because they got a VR overhaul. And guess what? They moved to OpenXR. So, yeah, now I can't actually use the VRA webcam with this because, Yeah, it's just gonna completely freeze the app. God damn it. But there might be a glimmer of hope. There's also a second issue I noticed, which was, and that one I didn't know what happened, but I noticed this during the subathon. If you were there during the subathon, either during the product flight segment or the VR hover bike thing, there was a slight issue. The webcam would say like fine when I opened the webcam, but then in game, it would just yeet me completely somewhere else. And there's a problem. The games that we're playing were in seated mode. The webcam is in room scale mode. So what's happening is I open the webcam and it changes the game somehow to become seated mode. Actually, no, inverse. It changes the game that you want to play with the webcam on to room scale, which messes up completely the position of everything. So that is something I can't really change. Because if I to like play room scale mode, like with the webcam, will be fine, but then I will go to seated mode, it will break the seated mode game. But if I had to change the setting in the VRA webcam to be seated instead, then any room scale mode will change to seated. Or that's my guess. That's a slight issue. So, I went digging. And I really went digging pretty far. And I found something that I am currently testing. Like, I just found it today. Actually, today? No, actually, during my break at work yesterday, during lunchtime, I found a library that doesn't require SteamVR to actually pick up the trackers and your track devices, which is called, what's the name already? It's Lib Survive, which is something like written from scratch. It's open source and it doesn't require SteamVR to actually run, from what I've read. So I'm looking into implementing that. I am miserably failing so far in like a test project. I'm not doing it on the live webcam at the moment. I'm just testing right now if I can even make it work on a blank project. But if I manage to make this work, I'm gonna make full transition to that. Like, I'm gonna say goodbye to SteamVR, and I'm just gonna do that to track the trackers. So I'm gonna see if I can make it work. I'm gonna see, okay, what's the space, like how are the trackers recognized, what are their origins, or how they're rotated, stuff like that. Look into that. Same for the headset. And yeah, if I manage to do all of that, I can then convert it back to the webcam and say bye to SteamVR. You will not need SteamVR anymore to run it. You will just need the plugin. Like, you just need to run the webcam and you'd be good. Plug in your trackers and you're good. That's the idea. The main thing though with that is that you need base station tracking. You can't use a Oculus controller or Oculus Quest. You can't use Windows MR. You need to use track devices from SteamVR. So that means Vive trackers, Tuner trackers, Valve Index, original Vive, Vive Pro 2, potentially Cosmos, Pimax, and what's the other ones that run SteamVR. If you can run it with SteamVR, you can track it potentially. That's the pads in the chat. But yeah, if you can run it with SteamVR, you should be able to run the tracker. So that's the idea, but it's not gonna be implemented just yet because I need to make it work first, which is turning to be an absolute pain in the ass. So I just wanted to talk about that because this is definitely an issue that has been bugging me since the dawn of time, since I discovered that thing with OpenXR. And it just makes me completely mad. So I want to find a fix for it. And this is what I intend to do. So yeah. Anyway. Back to figuring out the layout of these. Enough time lost on discussing about features that are not to be implemented just yet. Time to actually think of a feature being made right now. While mounting on chips. So, I need to set up these. Okay. Right. Actually, right. Thing is with the VRA cam, like I was about to take just the VRA cam and move it to the side window, but it's gonna completely break the rendering. I wonder if I were to close the webcam and reopen it. Nope. Okay, why is the window becoming smaller and smaller? I think I found a bug. Oh no. Oh no. Squished burb. Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. I have became squished burb. I'm not even shown on screen anymore. That's how squished I am. Jesus. How squished can I become? Okay, yeah, I squished myself. Quite a little bit. Someone help. That's a problem. Well then. Well, that's called rigid. That is called rigid, my boys and girls. Rigid. Time for rigid. And go find a setting for it. Where is it? Software. Market aboard. VRA Webcam. Alright, let me check. It's supposed to be resolution 2560 by 1020. No, right, it's 1038 by 391. Let me delete those keys quick. Fine, I'll just do that and then reboot the webcam again. There we go, webcam fixed. I'm not squeezed anymore. Problem is... yeah, when I move the window, I just... There you go, now I'm frozen in time because I'm moving the window. Okay, so I have to figure out a way to actually... I could potentially do this. I want to sit side by side, but I can't. It's gonna break the... Oh dear. let me just put this here. There you go. Only the heck off. There we go. Okay, and I can still see the settings. Good. So let me see. So in calibration. I want a segment for like tracker calibration. Where were you when the universe is die? I was at home eating a volley. Universe is kill no. Eh. Wait, what? What? That's what I mean, Aston. I'm just never out of here. I'm not special or anything. You never eat a valley. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I don't know what tracker calibration I want to send. Number, and number. And I'll send it in 6 different. There you go. 7 different spaces. There's a bird that really wants to cook blanket. I don't eat my friends. Oh, really? Eh. A certain bird. I wonder which bird they're talking about. Yeah, right, Mardo. Just one number. Send if. Send ID, thank you. Am I okay? I'm okay. I'm just eating strips here. But I'm okay. Not talking about anything crazy, Ashton. Reach again. I swear to whatever higher fires with these. Space Team Beach. I never heard of one. Like I know I've seen like space with what was her name again? What space with something? It was I think was it In Space with Jimmy, yeah, that's the name. I saw that little show, and yeah, they talked about a bit of like space travel in there. And yeah, I watched part 2, and yeah, in Space with Jim. Yes, I watched that part 1 and part 2, and yeah, it had quite a bit of interesting stuff in there. Yes, Jim. Yes, definitely. Interesting, more definitely Jim. My memory can't make... I can't go wrong with my memory. So I want to send these. I should write well, then I want to add to the list. What do you mean? Then I want to add to the list. What list you're talking about? What you talking about? I don't know. They don't know there was a list for that. I just carried on. Okay then. Okay, so yeah. Calibration. Okay, so these settings for the tracker should be done. Space. Center. Yeah, and I could have a better actually. I could have a better display. Yeah, I could send like a tracker info. From the app itself. To the companion app. And that way, I could have like a better top preview of like where the play space is. Because right now, carrying the play space actually like dog trash. So I gotta find a solution for that. Oh, switch. Okay then. That is a new window I never saw. Okay then. Control tab does something. Didn't know. Wasn't know what that was a thing that existed. Control tab. And I can select the active file. Interesting. Ah. Well then, and I can do what else can I do? Output okay, yeah, just files. So place the recenter. Play space recenter. Timer. And that is a float, so send delay before using the button. My space. Okay, so rotate. To send space rotation. Anyway, this rotation. Again, for calibration, that's it. Yeah, I don't see anything else for calibration. Aha. Ideally, I would like an X and Y for the play space position in the world. I can set the rotation, but I cannot set the position. I have to use the recenter to actually do that. So actually gonna do another value. Play space position and send in, it's gonna be X and Z. So I want these. So for calibration, that's it. Now I've got general avatar, calibration. Is there anything I need in the calibration aspect of it though? Let me check actually in the other Visual Studio. See if anything... See if I'm not forgetting anything, because I might be forgetting something here. Or open up a second snack on the side. Let me check Control Tab actually. Oh wow, yeah, that's actually very useful. Kinda. It's not even in. Okay. Never mind, it's not super useful because the Control Tab, it's not alphabetically ordered. So I still have to switch through and see. And find the one I'm looking for, so. I wanna go check inside. You don't see it for now. I just want to go check if there's a value I'm missing for calibration. Go settings, that's one, that's settings. So these are set. I actually have a mouse key. Am I even using that value? Find our references. Oh, I'm not even using that property, so I could just completely delete it. Well, okay then. I'll do it later, do some cleaning later. So I think that's it for calibration. Let's see the other buttons I have access to. Cool. So, general, avatar, calibration, those are done. Background. So, BG. Background. I gotta do BG default select. Or select default background. And that's gonna be an ID, so send background ID. And then there's gonna be another one, select custom background and a number. Send custom background, or just BG ID from a list generated. Just so I can understand. And right, I also have the key in color. Select key. Send ID. And then set custom key. Color. Key E. Key E. Yes. Yeah. 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 Yes. Key E. Thank you for your whatever that was. And thank you. Okay. Move it back down. So I got the key background, and I can also set the custom key, which would be send like 2 colors from 0 to 1. There you go. That way you'll be able to make a custom key instead of using all the default ones, because there is green, blue, magenta. Oh, that's actually the key. Interesting. And also fully transparent. And that's also gray, but of course that is not the... That is supposed to be the custom key, but as you can see, it's not implemented yet, so it is gray for now. But with that being set in the new UI, that will be able to be set using that UI. Next up in the list, let's do desk. So for the desk, I'm gonna want a couple things. Quality autometer, 90. So what are gonna mean? 0, 1, and 2. 0 is off. 1 is on. 2 is on the lights. Low. Then smooth will be the smoothness of dynamites. Which I think is from 0 to 1. If I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, so from 0 to 1. Let me double check in Unity. If I go into background, desk, Point quality slider 0 to 1 to 19. Never mind. Never mind. I was wrong. It's 1 through 19. It's it's on your end because me it seemed perfectly fine. E. Yes. Alright. So dynamic smoothness 1 through 19. That's confirmed. Like, even I can't remember what I wrote. I'm stupid. And this is why you should always write comments. I did a grave mistake of not doing that. Got no time at all. But really take your time to write comments, especially if you plan to go back to just like once a week without touching after like a week or two. Do your comments, kids. Okay, that is camera presets. There you go, cam preset L for load and cam preset S. And the S stands for saving. L is for loading. There you go. And this one is gonna be just send as is. No extra value required. And then I want to do the follow modes too. So that's gonna be an idea again. So head, chest, hips, average. So those are out of 4 modes. You notice right now it's like just fine, but if I set to like head, now you notice that I moved around. If I play with some of the offsets and smooth this a little bit, you'll notice that now the camera follows my head, which can be very useful for some effects. Set these two like there. If I were to say like this, remove the smooth, now my head is like always in the same position. On screen. If I set the smooth, then there's a bit of movement and you can kind of see it. But yeah, so I need to set those. Like the smooth, horizontal offset, and vertical offset. And the fall guy mode is not just the head, it can also follow the chest, it can follow the hips, or it can do an average of the three. And get the average position. So smooth will be from 0 to 1, I think. This one will be from 0 to 1. Then I want fellow cam offset horizontal. Send follow cam horizontal offset and fellow cam offset vertical. There you go. All right. And I want a reset button for those two. Oh, you know what? This doesn't require a message actually. I can do the reset button in the app settings, which is gonna set the value in the settings, and then I can just send a 0 to the HRV, and that will work. I think that will work. Okay, and I think that's it for what I want to send for now. Yeah, that's it, I think. I'm gonna have a basis with an ID instead. Just in a number. There you go. All done through numbers. Now, how would I do that? Like the parsing of this. Yeah, the gist of it, I want to do it this way. So, like send a message and separate it using these. Well, there's so much that could be done. Like, easy way out will be to just go to all the settings and on our buttons, add just hardcode the string. And it's in the string. But how would I do it like in a modular way? Because I want to do it also within the webcam itself so I can send information back to the settings app. Yeah, this is working the bird brain here. How could I do it in an efficient way? Like, there must be a method using some kind of like, you know, like there's stuff I never played with, but I know could be useful, like interfaces. But I've never played with those, and I don't know how to use them. I'm going to do more research on that. Like, how the heck do those work? I don't know. I'm already working with like network stuff, so that's already complicated enough. But I'm willing to learn. I can Google it. Totally bad one here. Like per usual. I can send a message. I could also receive message here. That's a good question. Let me find. What the heck is the? Oh, whatever this is. Why in the heck is the in the VRA game itself? What the heck is the script that does this? Why did I drop it in the webcam itself? Huh. Anyway, so I just want to check. With this. That's running. Alan's running. A space. Is it space or enter? Oh, game view. Bam. We received by the other one. And it did not receive it. Right? What did they do? Oh, okay, so the other app gets it. Received as a message from your server. So it sends one way, but it doesn't send the other. Why? There's a lot going on here. There is so much going in. So this triggered by sending the message that triggered. The VRA cam. But on the other app, this got sent. And received. Ah. If I had to actually send something. Instead of sending nothing. Also hydrate. Guy offered a reminder. Yeah, I'm just gonna send if and see if that works. Yep, okay, so that works on this side. What about the other side? Okay, so if the message is completely empty, nothing gets sent. Alright, gotcha. So I needed to send something. I can't just send an empty string, as it's not gonna get detected. Gotcha. back to Visual Studio now. So now that this base is set, and we know like both direction work, I need to set up the framework for that. It's just a lot of what they did a lot. Okay, then I'm gonna go get iced tea. Yes, yeah, that fine, guys. Like, let me just, yeah. I gotta finish those flavors of iced tea that I got. And I'll admit that my least favorite one for the subathon is the peach one. So I'm gonna try to finish those first. They're so big, can someone help? They're massive. Yeah, anyway. You know what that calls for, right? One moment of silence, please. Refreshing. Oh boy, yeah, we need to finish those, huh? Well, thank you for the reminder. Hey, right, yes, doing the other thing. How in the heck would I do it? Like, how to parse it and make it look decent when I code it myself. You know what? You go to Unity. The companion app one. And I'll make it SUI. Waiting for TM Pro. I put it in this, I think. Wait, that button. Let me do it so I can scale. And let's see if I do like load preset. I'm gonna do like 2 load presets. And what else I want to test? I could do background. Just to see if those things work. So you check. This is very rudimentary here, but go preset 1. Preset 2. 2, I wonder what are the presets 1 and 2. So 2 is this one. 1 is that. Okay. Gotcha. I'm gonna set something different for preset 1, I think. Move that camera around. Yoink. A bit of smoothing. And save as preset 1, so preset 2 and 1. See if those two load. If I can load those two perfectly. Also, is it centered? It is centered. Okay then. So load preset 1 and 2. What is a sender? Come sender, that's the one. Could I potentially drag in? On click that object. I might need to rename actually send message because it's gonna overlap with another one. Alright, HD, well then. I got a reminder. I'm gonna send message to webcam. Just so that it's not confused. And I need to make the function public. Come on. To webcam. Odd. So what's the format? Not this. This. So preset is gonna be settings. Then that's gonna be desk. And that's gonna be cam preset L. And I wanna do, okay, so it's gonna be by ID, I think, right? If I'm not mistaken, this is ID. Index 0. Let me check. Yep, ID 0. You know it's gonna be 0. This one will be 1. And then I'm going to pick another button. Sky's gonna be default, so let's do... what next? Because the thing is, I would like... Oh, no, it's gonna be a button, so it's fine. Which one do I want to do? Let's say number 2. Two would be the terrain. So in my parsing here, this would be BG select default background with ID, so ID number 2. Just to see. That should we do here? Sky background. And just for the sake of it, void background. Oh, and also, you know what? Because it's been a while. Room background. So room would be number 3. And this one is 2. That one's 1. That one's 0. So those are the messages I want to send. So now the thing is, if I go and play this, and I go to this Unity, and play it as well. Now it should appear in the console down there. It should say like the messages I'm sending. Let's take a look. So, no preset 1. Invalid operation exception. The operation is not connected. Stop. Time for some debugging. Let me guess if I press space. No way. What did you pick? What are you? What? What? Really not on a non-connected socket. But it worked here. What? Fucking night sending. Fucking night sending. Okay then. Have to debug. Junior, how you doing? Okay then. Eh boy. Hopefully I'm not sick by the end of this. I'm gonna be. Hey, legit. Hello. Okay, let me press some buttons. Yeet. Hey. There's a preset. There's the other preset. Boom, bing, boom, bang, boom, 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 boom. There we go. Messages are getting sent. And the app is receiving them. Now, that's a good sign. Extremely, very, extremely good sign. It's such a good sign. I bet if I close this. It's still receiving the messages even though it's not running. Not closed though. Hang on. Ah. Ah. The code I got last time is never actually destroying the thread. Can you stop it? Is it possible to stop it? I can abort, interrupt, or suspend. Interesting. Anyway, and now it's gonna be time to actually go and read those values. Received by this. So. I'm going to go back to Visual Studio. This one. So now this is the VRA webcam. So the camera itself. I'm going to want to have well, in one of the variables, I want the static. It's gonna be a void. It needs to be a delegate. I forgot how to do delegate. Delegate void. Does that work? Okay, I need to do that. Okay. So I can make a public delegate void of this. And then I need to do a public static. FTP status code static. TCP message received. I'm over here to event. On receive TCP message. Now, I can keep this for now just for debug. But I would also do on receive TCP message, if any exist, invoke using the client message. So now I can go to whatever thing I need and get a client message. So now I would need to go to one of my settings menu. Got general settings here. Okay, so I put two right now. I've put backgrounds, and I've put the presets for the cameras. So let's do camera presets because those are set in stone. So that would be in desk. If I have the menu open somewhere. There it is. I'll do. And I'll wait. Also gonna do a void. Like this. And on destroy. So I can do thing UI.com dot on receive TCP message plus equal TCP client message, and I can do the same on destroy but minus instead. So now when a message is received from the client, this function is gonna catch it and catch the message, which is then gonna trigger the onReceive TCP message event, which then, right now in desk, there, it's gonna see, hey, I've assigned it. So this function is assigned to this event, and the event triggers. So let me just execute that function with the message, so the path. Ideally, I'd want like only one mega function with like all the parsing done, but would that be ideal? Would that be better than just like going through all the settings menu and I don't know. Also, hydrate. Refreshing. While I eat my dried apples. It's all good. So I got the message. So now I gotta parse it. I could just do an if for now. I could do an array of string. And just split it using this character. And I can check if parse message, and then the ID I want parse message dot length minus 2. If this equals to what's the message I need to get? Cam preset L. Also, what the heck happened to my display here? There you go. But I want to also check the length is larger than like 2, just to be safe. And that is the thing. Then I want to do parse message dot length minus 1. So I want to do load preset. So load camera preset, and I want to do int dot parse. Is that try parse? Yes, try parse. Can I just do it like that? No, okay. So that works. But I need to do... So if that works, if that's the case, and parsing this works, then I want to parse this value into this. And this should load the presets. So in theory, if I did not F up, presets should be loading now. Using the buttons I've set. Let's test this out. Alright, so preset 1. Let's just test from within the, like, default UI first. So this, then there's this and this. These are not what I want. Go here. There, reset position. There you go. Average. Raise this up a little bit. A little bit smoothing. There you go. Save that preset. There we go. Okay, so now the presets work. So just bam and bam. Just reading the default UI. But what happens if I use the app that I done on the side? I'm gonna press it. I'm gonna press load preset 2, and I should be on, like, once I press it, I should move. If you look in the corner one, I should go from this to this when I press it from within the Unity app. Not Unity itself, but the separate app. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Dang it, it did not actually. Gonna connect whatever this is. Alright, Unity. I guess that's a bug that I have to fix. So now, if I load this, okay, now it sends well. Okay, good. Okay, now it sends. Okay, test again. So I should go from the front view to the side view when I go in the Unity app. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Bam. What do you see us? See, same error. Damn it. Okay, change of plan. I have to boot this app first, and then the other one. So boot that one first, then go. Very much alright, and let's boot this one, and this time it should work. I just need you to establish a connection. Ding. 3, 2, 1. Get so it's in a separate thread. Okay, then I'm gonna have to do some thread work there. Yippee! Thread work! Now you're thinking with threads. Now the problem I'm encountering here, which is, like, it's not super complex to understand, but for people that already have issues with code, you're gonna get, your brain is literally gonna explode, blue screen, the universe is gonna reset on your end. So the thing is, when you run a game, for like example VR chat, or my game for like Flight, or my webcam, or whatever game, it is stacked into a single thread. Because your CPU has multiple threads. I mean, technically, they're not technically the same type of threads, but it's a thread. So a thread, it's kind of like you can make multiple operations at the same time. Because usually on one thread, the code executes linearly and it has to go through one by one. It can't skip, it can't do 2 operations at the same time, it has to do everything one by one. If you're using a second thread, then each thread can work separately and actually do multiple, like, their own operations. Like, they still work, like, one step at a time, but on their own separate lines. So it's like manufacturing lines, right? So you've got one worker on one line that gets parts, does something, then the next worker does something to that part, etc. It can't skip and it can't do at the same time. But if you have 2 lines, then you can do multiple building at the same time. And you have 3 lines or 4 lines of etc. This is threading. The problem is that these can get unsynchronized over time. So one can work faster than the other and vice versa and stuff like that. And for that reason, you can't execute you can't actually call a function from one thread to be executed on another thread. Because that's just not possible. So in this case, there's the Unity thread, which runs the main game code. And then there is the TCP thread, so what listens to the messages. The problem arises is that those are 2 separate threads, because they have to work independently from each other. When I get a message, I'm gonna get that message, and then execute a set for like a transform, or like placing the camera down, or changing a value or something. But especially Unity functions, so in this case I wanted to load a preset, which I need to load a transform for, to transform the camera to move from one position to the other. But since this is executed on the TCP thread, it won't actually work because the transform, like the Unity code, is on the other thread. And as I said, you can't call a function in another thread from another thread. In this case, it's not gonna work. I have to find something to tell the main thread, hey, I changed that setting from that second thread. Can you please update it on yours as well? And I have an idea on maybe how to do it. I could put a string Because changing, like calling functions from one thread to another, that does not work. But changing variables, that is allowed. So I could change variables without calling functions. So what I can do is I can have an empty string for like a command. And then when the thread receives a command, I change that string. Jesus Christ, that's so mouthful. I change that string. I can't even fucking speak. I change it to the function. I just change that variable. And when the Unity thread reads it, it's gonna see, hey, it's not empty anymore. Let's read it. So it's gonna read it. Just like that. And then of course, once it's read, it's just gonna reset the string to empty. And if it's empty, it's not gonna read it. That's the main idea. My idea. Let's see if that can work. So I want to listen to the message, but technically I'm gonna have to paste that function somewhere else. So void TCP message to Unity. Unity thread. And I'm gonna paste this here. And then I'm gonna put a quick public. Actually, you know what? Good idea. Not there. I'm gonna go to my communication thing and do it here. And that's gonna be empty. So whenever I receive the message, I'm gonna set this to be that. And then an update if received message is not equal to just completely empty, I want to send this like that. And reset this to be empty. So now what's gonna happen is that this is its own thread. It's gonna listen for incoming requests on its own thread. And once it receives something, it's gonna go and change that variable right here, which can be done. And any thread can read from it. So read and write to it. So that first thread, the TCP thread, you're gonna write to it whatever message is. But then the Unity thread, the update method here is from the Unity thread. Is gonna check, alright, if this is empty, then, well, don't do anything. But if it is not empty, then on received TCP message, invoke, which now this is gonna be on the Unity thread. It's not gonna be on the TCP thread. And then once that's sent, reset the recently received message. This should work. This, in theory, should work. So I'm guessing this is gonna be not working. Yep, gonna have to reset that. Oh dear lord. Let me just enjoy. Alright, let me just reset to this. If I send this, okay, good, it's resets. Okay. So now, test again. So now, when I press load preset 2 on the second app, this camera should change by itself. 3, 2, 1, bam. Hey, let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It works. Let's go. I can change it. Flippin' works. Yeah, hang on, that's proof. Just so we can see the man-ish. Check this out. But that's a weird YouTube window. Check this out. So on the left, this is the separate app I'm making. And on the right here, that is the VRA Webcam. You'll notice when I press those buttons here, like I can go, of course, over here. You see my mouse? You see my mouse. If I can go here and then press the presets load. Like, there's no problem with that. But I can also go from the app itself, like the separate app. Bam. That works. Dope. Also, I'm noticing, I think there's something I did not do the function right because now there's the bounce problem. Which I feel like I called the wrong function, but I can double check that. But yeah, that is the proof of concept. Big proof of concept right there. Man, it's so cool that it actually works. And I look like a disappointed boy right now, but it's so cool that it works. Like, jeez. So now I just have to go check which function do I need to call, because I obviously did not call the right function. Or did I? No, I called the right one. I called the right one. Where's Shackle? Where's the right one? Ah. That is most definitely correct. Why is it a bounce when I press on the separate app, but not in the Unity, like, not on the webcam itself? That is extremely curious. Concept works, but there's problems with it. Huh, why would they do that? Ah. Interesting, but the important bit is that it works. Now I would like to do test the backgrounds. And just quickly pause out of the game. And go to backgrounds. I guess you can just copy these. Copy this. And where is background? Is this one? Which one is it? There's a community, the function, okay, yeah, background matter. Gotcha. There. Alright. So now I need to change this. So parse message. So what's gonna be the name of it? Select default background. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go and have like a private string, an array of it. Got the default background paths. And how many do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At the moment, 6. Oh, this needs to be string. There you go. Okay. Now, I have to go get those paths. So, first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 6. Good. This one. This one. There you go. And I can do a public static void load background int ID. And I want to clamp the ID from 0 to can I get no wait no it's not static, so I can't actually get this variable. Gonna have to do here public void this back over there so I can see the stream chat and myself. Good. Load back ground underscore em int ID. By on paths.linked. Where's one? I want to clamp this. Now I do that ID. Okay. That should work. Load by one ID. Instance. Dot load background em ID. So instead of load camera preset, I want to do okay. So wait, this is gonna be instance equals this. It should potentially work. It might work. Looks like it would. I don't see why it wouldn't. Let's give it a look. Let's give it a look. So if I do a load or background, let's see if it works or if it breaks. Most probably it's gonna break. Or do nothing because I have to reset the I have to reboot this to actually connect properly. Gotcha! Great! Okay, let's see if it lost a background. Wait, where capish? It tried to do something. Tested path. Does not exist. Oh, it tried to load a custom background, but that would explain it. No, that's why. I have to go straight to load C. That explains it. So I need to remove this. So leave over and I want to do load scene button. And that should work. That should work. So we loaded this for now, which is obviously wrong. But once I restart, the next one it's gonna load, it should be good. Hey, there it is. Bam, load the terrain, load the room, load the void. It works. That's nice. It flippin' works. But now the question is, would it work in an actual build? That's the big question. Would it actually work in an actual build? Shall we test? Let me do a quick build and run. On this, I'm gonna have to shut this off. The quick hydrate. Right, you need to hear the bottle opening. Hydration. So this unity is building. Let me go and exit play mode of this. And I'm gonna build as well the other app. So I want to build for Windows 65. Importing. Yeah, just waiting on both unities to finish their stuff. Test now. Bam. Okay, put it there. The webcam should open automatically once it's done exporting and building. Might take a hot minute. So hang on tight. Like, especially the first time exporting after a computer restart or something like that, it takes 5 years. Because it always has to recompile the shaders and things like that. And especially because I have VRM implemented, it takes a buttload of time just to compile the VRM shaders. Man, I feel fortunate to have 32 gigs of RAM because I would not survive this. I'm gonna munch on my snack in the meantime. Taking a hot minute. Taking its sweet, sweet time. Yeah, man. Come on, boy, you can build. Why do the engineers take always like 5 years? Yup, copying files. Done. I should pop back in just a second. There we go. I am back. Alright. It's now the ultimate test. You see if that works or not. So, I have. Okay. So I have webcam, and then whatever this is. Yeah, put it down there because I messed up my rendering. Okay, so let's see. Will it work? Bam! Damn it. This is just not working. Recent chance it's not working. Uh-oh. Well then, that is that wasn't climactic. Why didn't it work? Now that is the ultimate question. Do I have logs? Both of them. I mean, this one I'm gonna keep open. Let me quickly go to my local folder. Yoink. There. So let me see in the VRA cam log. And we have to close it though. No, there's nothing. Nothing in the VRA cam logs. Client sent his message to be received by server. So client sent message should be received by server. So it did not error out, but the listener on this app did not receive anything. Huh. Test again. Okay, so from that it does not work. Let me check from within this app. Let me check if using the Unity editor works to this. Does that work? That does not work either. What if I boot up this? And then I start pressing buttons. Okay, now this errored out. So it works like that. I wonder what would happen if I open this. Gonna shut this off. Shut this off. So now the other one is working. Is it seriously not seeing the other YouTube window? Yes. Thank you. So if I boot this up, I get, okay, so this sends fine. If I boot up the webcam now, this should now say errors. And it does not. Ah. And now if I go boot up, so it does not connect to this whatsoever. Now if I boot up other Unity editor, well, now it says the message. If I stop this and go back here, what? So that sends. And if I go boot up this, it should pop up. Yeah, it does pop an error the moment I open up the Unity editor on the other one. I mean, not the editor itself, but the app itself on the Unity editor. So that means that the protocol is not starting. Actually, I need to test. What happens? I know if I press space, it should still send. If I press space, right? Oh, enter space. Yeah, I might have disabled that actually. I need to make it work in the build. If it does not work in the build, I can't actually use it. So the client side works. No, I know it doesn't. No, actually it's not. Because if I boot this up, and I boot the app, and then I use these, neither of them actually. No, never mind. So the app, the client app sends it fine. The client app sends it fine. But the Unity, the webcam side of the app is not starting. Actually, what happens if I reboot this? Now this one should fail. And it does. Until I restart it, of course. Okay, so this here is not actually working. So the listener side of thing works in editor, does not work in build. Interesting. Is there something that I'm missing here? You know what? I had issues with threads. Past two. I worked with threads in the past for some project. It was a personal project when I was a bit exploring those. It was very early in my programmer life, and I kind of failed at like understanding how, like, what it did, how it worked. But I encountered a weird issue where the thread would work perfectly fine in the editor, but not in build. Ah. I need to go check something. Unity thread not working. Did we just graffiti? What the heck happened there? Okay. Never mind. Ah, that's why. Ah, that's an update. Okay, never mind. Let me just quickly. Somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna go there. There you go. Multi-threading is not working in build. Let me check. Huh. Even sometimes it's not start. I mean, this is. I'm a savage. Yes. Indeed. No, there's a try catch, but I'm not seeing the try catch either in the logs. What the heck? What the heck? There is a try catch, but I don't see the error in the code. If it executes properly. No, wait. No, that it executes properly. Not working in build. Running background, I've set you true. Actually, is background true here? Yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem. Huh. Debugging, looking at some things. Also, yeah, most of it. How are you? By the way, I should probably have asked when you came in. How are you? Hopefully you're good. There's so many conflicting answers here. Yeah, I'm reading a lot here, so sorry if it just stays frozen here. I'm just really trying to debug what the heck's going on here. Let me do this. I could build like that. And see what the heck that responds as. Ah crap, I forgot to unpause the Ruby app. Well, there goes all my settings. Let's go. I forgot to unpause the Unity app, so now it's stuck like this. Well then. Okay then. Maybe just go somewhere. Where is it? There it is. There's also me as well. But me. Also, I think the calibration is completely messed up now. Oh, dang it. Desk. No. No, bat, save me. Before I save again. Before I exit out of this world. Where am I? There. 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 Did it completely mess up everything? No, I didn't. Did it? I don't. It might have. No, I did not. No, I did. Dang it! I lost all my presets. Dang it. So before anything happens, I'm gonna go here. Load. Alright. Do this. Do this. Do this. And this. Go see this. There we go. Now this should probably be saved by now. Hopefully it's not completely messed up. Okay, I think it's still good. Okay, yeah, it's still good. Somehow this is still good. Wait, hold up a second. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. What? Okay, I'm good now, I guess. Well then. It's all good. Dummy. So forgets to go on a play mode before saving the C# project. Anyway, build and run. Let's see if the catches anything. Yoink. Waiting for the build. Again. Wait a minute, it works in editor, but it does not work in build. It needs to work in build. The client works in build, but not the webcam itself. Both need to work. Well, just build. Oh, there's a webcam again. Oh, that's not to do it. Okay. Ah, I see. Okay. I gotta try something next. Let's first see if this worked in any way. Nope, did not work. Okay, time to try something now. I'm gonna go back into code. And when I copied the code over for the threading, there's something I kind of omitted at first, but I really need to actually fix. And it's this wall here. So right now, it's a wall true, which means this is gonna run indefinitely without stopping, and it's just gonna run forever. But the instinct is that you can do that in a regular Unity app that's single-threaded, and when you quit the application, of course that wall is gonna stop because the game is closed. But here with multi-threading, this is not a super good idea because the thread might continue running in the background. So that means the server never closes. Yeah, that function still runs in the background, which is bad. I wonder if I were to go in the task manager to see processes. Okay, already is like a bazillion shadow compilers. There might be a couple of I don't see them here. But it would still be a good idea to actually stop that thread. Like if I find the VRA Webcam. Okay, I wonder if it actually displays in a task manager. Let me open up the other app. Okay, it does not display in the task manager. Okay, but the thread might still be running in the background. So this is not good. So I'm going to do a quick while game running instead. On app quit. Game running false. Well, also on destroy. I want to do both. On both. I do that. Then pause. Yes, I did. Okay, good. Am I going to do that on the other one too? Credit bool this equals true, and while this, bam. Okay, let's try this. So I will be going building this and go build and run this. So once again, yeah, yeet. So now I have added in both the code a couple of functions. I've added a variable game running set to true by default, which is read by the wall here. Game running. While true, game's running. Keep running the thread. But then on application quit or on destroy, I set game running to false, which in turn will say while false, And we see, oh, it's false, let's go out of the loop. Oh, there's nothing else. Okay, end the thread. Or at least that's the basic idea. I did that on both apps. So in theory, they should run on like the same threads, like on a thread, and then when the game is closed, the thread closes. So it's booted. Let me boot the other one. Hey, there it is. There it is, that worked. I just had to say fuck you thread and that worked. Literally, just say fuck you thread in the code and it worked. Proof. Here's the VRA Webcam. Here's the camera. Here's the second app. Bam. Poof. And then the backgrounds. Bam. Bam. Boom. Absolutely amazing. Let's go. Let's go, it worked. Settings app confirmed. It's something that's gonna happen. Separate settings app. Why the heck the stream freezes when you move this? Well, there goes the entire OBS. OBS, are you okay? When I just moved the window in circles. OBS, are you okay? Why it works. It actually works. This is such good news. Like, unbelievably good news. So that means once I transfer every single setting from the main app to the second one, that top bar that you see, so whatever this top bar is, will not be required anymore. So that's a massive win. Because the window itself will be able to be, like, have the resolution changed and everything without issues. Without necessarily requiring to change the top UI accordingly. Yeah, that's a pain in the arse to do. So that's gonna make it easier. The background, I know right now it's like very well fitted for this, but I can transfer it to a bit taller version, a proper settings app. We'll see. But yeah, this opens up a lot of possibilities, right? For like the UI of the other one. So yeah, next step will be to actually, I think, go and implement every setting into the external app. Test them one by one, see if they work. And if everything works fine, the top bar can go. And that would also, I'm gonna do all the settings that are available already here. And then once those are done, I remove the top bar, and I change the resolution and everything. And from there, in the new app, I can then add extra settings. For example, the resolution of the app. I can add the post-processing effect, the quality settings. Those are all going to be super important to the app. So this is amazing news. And I'm very happy with the progress tonight. I'm like so happy. The second app works just like VMagic. It works. And I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it, but it works, damn it. For once, I make something that works. Damn. Unlike my controller, can you change my expression, you piece of crap? Controller? Why are you not changing my facial expression? Do I need to click on that second app? Do I need to click there for you to work? That would be a resounding yes. Also, tracking quality, are you okay? Tracking, are you okay? I don't think my tracking is okay. No. Should I go here? That's what my tracking is so weird these days. Stupid tracking. It's always a tracking issue. Anyway, honestly, I think for tonight that's gonna be it. Like, there's like 3 minutes left for the usual time of stream, but man, that's what I would honestly call progress. Now we're going into a good direction. Now this is starting to be flipping amazing. Let me go to actual burp this time, not just a Navalny. There we go. There's me again. Actually, this is a bit bright. Let me change to a lighter avatar. There we go. Perfect. Alright, and lovely. There we go. Good. Yeah, it worked. Bam. Bam. Presets. And the background, boom, from the second app. Works flawless. Very happy with how that turned out. Let's go. Oop, I clicked on something here. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. So yeah, on Friday we're gonna play some games, of course. But for now, let's go see who raid. So Lario check who's available for raid. Who is there? Alright, I know we raided her last time. Well, let's do it again. Floofy, play Minecraft. Let's add to Floof. To the Floof. And do not forget the squeak in your chat. As per the usual. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you on Friday for some gaming. And until then, stay safe, and I'll catch you soon. See you, peeps! Actually, hang on, Twitch was drunk. Twitch got drunk. They did not refresh their page, so we're not reading Fluff. Fluff is not streaming. Twitch got drunk for a second. Hang on a second. Finding another streamer now. Oh boy. Never mind, we're not doing Floof. Twitch, how could you have done this to us? What did you do this to us? Let me see who else is available. Twitch got drunk. Yeah, it got cancelled because Floof is actually not streaming. But Twitch said to me when I pressed the raid button, Floof was streaming. But nope, that was not the case. So, whoops, daisies. Anyway, I found another streamer. Let's go see someone new this time. Not too small, but also doing art. Apparently called I Am a Wolf. And they're doing some Blender right now, so yeah, doing some avatars. So reminiscent to Avatar Mondays from yesterday, but yeah, let's go raid Let's go right then. So, I am a wolf instead. And my raid thing, no, because it's from me and you button. I don't care about you button, Twitch. But let's go see some avatar making. Again, do the squawk. Don't forget. And until this Friday, or my other streams, stay safe, and I'll catch you soon. See ya, peeps. For real this time.